everybody, and welcome back to the Duggan Daily Dish. I'm Jamie Duggan, and this is my kitchen. Talk about an easy meal tonight. It's 4 ingredients, and it's a taco meatloaf, and it takes about an hour in the oven. So pretty easy meal. You can make it on the weekend or, like me, on a weeknight. I'm kind of cold today, so this will really warm me up. Super simple, like I said, 4 ingredients, which is just beef, picante sauce, tortilla chips. Don't knock it till you try it. And then on top we put cheese. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is obviously meatloaf is a pain for me, at least. I get really cold because the meat is cold. And with the sauce and everything, my hands just, it's so cold when you make meatloaf. Anyway, so I usually take off my bracelet and my rings and everything. So make sure you do that before you start. I have had people tell me to go ahead and use a mixer. I've used that once with the meat hook, and I really didn't think it mixed the way it needed to be mixed. I missed a lot of the stuff on the bottom of it, so I'd rather do it by hand. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take 2 pounds of meat. You're going to put it in your bowl here. Break it up in little pieces already. So it's not as hard trying to incorporate everything. This is so super good. Wait till you taste this. I know I said, chopped tortilla chips in it, but it really is amazing. Okay, so you have your 2 pounds of meat in your bowl. And then what you're going to do next is you are going to take 2/3 cup of picante sauce. Now, you're supposed to use a 16-ounce jar of picante sauce. I have a 24-ounce jar, so I did pour it into my little measuring cup here. The rest you're going to use for the sauce on top. So I'm going to measure out 2/3 cup. And just pour that right in there. Okay. And then you're going to take about a cup of chopped tortillas, or tortilla chips. So all I did was put this in my little chopper here. And basically what it took was I filled it up and then obviously crushed. It comes out to about 1 cup. You don't have to be exact, but you want to get close to the amount. And go ahead and add that in. And then you're just going to mix this together. And I know you're still saying, what, really? Wait till you try it. It's really good. So while you're doing this, or before you do this, you want to preheat your oven to 350. And mine is preheating right now. So just let's get this all incorporated, and I'll be putting it into a meatloaf pan. Okay, so put it all together. Now we're going to stick it in a meatloaf pan. I was super excited when I found this. I found it at Aldi's, and it's really neat. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but this is an 8x4 pan, perfect for meatloaf. You can use it for bread too. The nifty thing here is this piece. It lifts out, so you can actually lift the whole meatloaf out. And this will collect some grease on the bottom so that you're, eating a little bit healthier. But I think that's really neat that you can pull this out and put it on a platter or whatever and save a little bit of oil from actually having to heat the oil. So go ahead and put this into your pan. I'm just going to maneuver it as best I can. Oh, look at that. That worked out easy. What happens when you form it into a loaf? Okay, so go ahead and press that in to fit into your pan. And then you're going to stick this in the oven for 1 hour. And we'll see you after that. Okay, so this has been cooking for an hour. And you don't want to turn your oven off yet, because there's one more thing you have to do. And that is add some cheese on top. Of course, we don't do anything without cheese in this house. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, just so you can see it. Maybe, maybe not. How delicious that looks. It's gorgeous. It smells amazing. So you want to put a half a cup of cheese on top. Usually with my cheese I don't care, but sometimes I do. And tonight I do. So we're going to measure our cheese out. Okay, so measure out your cheese, and then you're going to put this right on top. It'll probably melt instantaneously. Okay, and then you are going to pop that baby back in the oven for 5 minutes so the cheese melts. And I'll be back after that. Okay, so while you wait for the cheese to melt, what you want to do is you want to heat up your picante sauce. So all you're going to do is put your picante sauce into a pan on the stove here and bring it up to a boil. So while that's cooking the cheese, it should take that long to bring up to a boil of the picante sauce. So, okay, so it's ready, and look how delicious this looks. I made a side of potatoes and some applesauce to go with it. The picante sauce and the cheese are on top. It's amazing, and I'm starving. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next episode.